Today we'll be talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a professional football team that plays in the National Football League, also known as the NFL. I first want to go over about who this team is and when they were created. Tampa Bay Buccaneers was founded in April of 1974. They are located in Tampa, Florida. The initial motivation behind establishing this team was because the NFL wanted to expand the league by adding two more teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Some key individuals involved in this creation was Hugh Coverhouse, a tax attorney, Phil Kruger, the general manager, and John McKay, the head coach. The biggest challenge that the team has faced was that they will hold the record for having the most consecutive losses of 26 games. Unfortunately, that streak is still active today. Although they did face a big challenge, they also had early achievements. They won their first Super Bowl in 2002. Aside from winning the Super Bowl in 2002, they also just recently won the Super Bowl in 2021. Some of the key standout players and coaches for the 2002 Super Bowl was head coach John Gruden and the players Brad Johnson, the quarterback, Mike Alstott, fullback, Derrick Brooks, linebacker, and John Lynch, the safety. And in 2021, the key players and coaches was head coach Bruce Arians. Players were Tom Brady, the quarterback, Mike Evans, the wide receiver, Devin White, the linebacker, and Antoine Winfield, the safety. The biggest rival that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have is the New Orleans Saints. Some of the reasons they are the biggest rival is because they do play in the same division. The players don't always get along, and they play every year, so they can't escape. In the team's legacy, I want to talk about the players, iconic players that have represented this team. I want to start by going over the quarterback, Tom Brady, the wide receiver, Mike Evans, Rondé Barber, the running back, and the linebacker, Derrick Brooks. These four players have contributed so much to this team, and they are soon to be featured in Hall of Fames. Now I want to talk about the ties that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has to its community of Tampa. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers has their own foundation called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation, and this foundation is known for teaching the kids and the community the importance of gender equality, social justice, and strengthening students. Now I want to talk about the stadium, Raymond James Stadium, where Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. The stadium was first built in 1998 and was soon opened to the public in 1996. The reason the Buccaneers rebuilt their stadium was to modernize the arena and make sure that the stadium is able to be used for multi-purposes. And most importantly, they changed things around the stadium to enhance the fan experiences. Tampa Bay Buccaneers does a really good job at offering programs like the Bud Light Safe Ride Home program. This program is offered to our fans so they could enjoy drinks while also being responsible and not driving home while drinking. We also offer designated drop-off and pickup stations for taxis, buses, and limos, just so it can be more convenient for our fans to get to the stadium and leave the stadium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Raymond James Stadium seat capacity is 65,000 seats, but it could also be extended to 75,000. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers also make it really convenient for fans to access a restroom by offering many restrooms around the stadium. We also offer variety stations of food. We also have one team store and 4 gift shops. All this is just for fans so they could have a better experience. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers also offer premium seating suites or VIP lounges as well. For example, our 50-yard line seats, they are seats that are at the 50-yard line so the fans could enjoy the game with a good view. Another good seating area is the Hall of Fame Club. This is an open air indoor seating. This means that you are sitting inside, avoiding the sun, but while also enjoying the fresh air outside. And lastly is the luxury suite. This is an all indoor seating area where you could control the AC and avoid the sun. Some of the history that was in Raymond James Stadium is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning their second Super Bowl in 2021. What makes this Super Bowl really special is that this is the first time an NFL team won a Super Bowl at home. Like I said, Raymond James Stadium rebuilt their stadium so it could be used for multi-purposes. Some of the things that Raymond James Stadium hosts is college football games, concerts, and Monster Jams. One thing Raymond James does is they organize their upcoming events and calendars, allowing them to be more prepared and organized for changing the scenery for the upcoming events like concerts and Monster Jams. Most importantly, the one thing that Raymond James does is protect the safety of the fans. So one thing that Raymond James does is offer security protocols like prohibiting fans bringing alcohol, drugs, and weapons into their stadium, while also having a clear bag policy, meaning that the bag must fit a certain dimensions, must also be a clear bag, transparent, to avoid hiding dangerous items.
Sponsorships and partnerships. According to the text from Foundations of Sports Management, a sponsorship is a mutually beneficial partnership where a sport property may gain financial and/or in-kind benefits from a sponsorship. The Tampa Bay Bucks have many sponsorships. The team's most valued sponsorships are listed as pewter partners. Hertz is in the vehicle and car sharing industry and sponsors fan benefits. Advent Health is in the healthcare industry and has made possible the construction of overhead. Coca-Cola is in the beverage industry and is a primary brand of beverages served at games. Raymond James is in the wealth management industry and holds the naming rights to the stadium the Bucks play in. The typical contracts signed by sponsors are multiple-year contracts. Hertz signed a multi-year contract in 2022 to sponsor the Bucks. The sponsorship features an exclusive lounge, VIP parking, and AI chat box on the Buccaneers mobile app. Advent Health signed a 10-year contract with the Bucks, becoming the namesake for a training center and many administrative offices. The partnership plans to educate about healthy nutrition and hydration habits. Coca-Cola has sponsored the Bucks since 1976. Coke products are one of the main sources for beverages at the Raymond James Stadium. Raymond James has held the naming rights to the stadium since 1998 and intend to continue through the 2027 season. While the Bucks have various other pewter partners, these are four that really stood out and people know these names. Coca-Cola and Raymond James are the two partnerships that have the largest impact on the team. Both have been signed with the Bucks for over 20 years. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation is the outlet the Bucks have to give back to the community. The foundation focuses on helping in areas of education disparity, gender equality, and social justice. Their mission statement is, "We believe everyone deserves a level playing field." Advent Health is concerned with the health and wellness of people. The company collaborated with the Bucks to fund Junior Bucks Elementary Fitness, a program that impacts the elementary schools in the Tampa Bay area by incorporating physical activity assessments and supporting player-led instructional videos. Since 2000, Raymond James has pledged a monetary donation to support patients and families in hospitals local to the Tampa Bay area for every field goal made by the players. This program is called Kicking for Kids. 2 years in a row, Coca-Cola and Raymond James teamed up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation to host the Special Olympics Florida Sunshine Bowl. The Sunshine Bowl is an event that raises money for the Special Olympics by hosting 2 days of flag football tournaments. Legends a global premium experiences company based in Germany, partnered with the Bucks in 2022. The company enhances the fan experience within the aspect of facility operations. Jens Koenig, managing director of Central Europe, Legends International, said, "Germany has a strong NFL fan base, and we look forward to working with the Buccaneers to find the right partners in Germany to build on the excitement." Since there is a current NFL fan base in Germany, there is an opportunity for the Bucks to grow in popularity overseas through this sponsorship. The team's global fan base impacts the value of sponsorships in a positive upward curve because the more fans, the more profitability. According to an article by Statistica, in 2022, the global sports sponsorship market was worth an estimated $66 billion US dollars and was expected to grow to almost $108 billion US dollars. By 2030, the sector responsible for generating the largest revenue within sports sponsorship was signage, which enables logos and other messaging to be displayed at sporting events. According to Hodgson, endorsements are a type of sponsorship focused on a relationship between a brand and a particular figure. A sponsorship can occur in the form of the logo of a company being showcased during an event or on jerseys, whereas an endorsement delves deeper into the relationship and the endorsed player acts as a brand ambassador, the player being the face of the brand and speaking highly of the company. Many players have individual endorsements with brands. Tom Brady has the most. Although he no longer plays for the Bucks, his reputation is extensive. He endorsed Under Armour, Aston Martin, Molecule Mattress, Uggs, Wheels Up, IWC Schaffhausen, Christopher Clues, Madden NFL, Subway, T-Mobile, Autograph, and Hertz. Antoine Winfield Jr. endorsed Invisalign, Jockey, Bose, and Tide. Baker Mayfield endorsed Nike, PSD Underwear, Body Armor, Progressive Insurance, Nissan, Hulu, Amazon, Panini America, Allen Edmonds, and Leaf Trading Cards. These player endorsements contribute to the team's brand exposure to a similar extent of the endorser's brand exposure. The mutual benefit is the brand awareness and recommendation to use or buy the product or service. While a brand is usually used to refer to products, athletes have their own brand to advertise and maintain. An athlete can attract the fans of the brand they are endorsing and vice versa. The Bucks have two innovative, unique sponsorships. PDQ is one of the sponsors. The restaurant has 2 locations within the stadium. They engage with the fans by giving away a free 3-piece chicken tender meal the day after a Bucks game if the player scores, and the fans use the MyPDQ mobile app. By having this food option in the stadium, fans are more likely to choose this form of consumption, and by marketing this deal through the sponsorship, PDQ gains more users of their app. Publix is a Bucks Pewter partner, and a unique feature of their sponsorship is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Pub Sub. This represents the marriage between the fans of the famous sandwich and the fans of the football team. In the Bucks case, these innovative sponsorships support local businesses. While these two companies are known and popular, they both originated in Florida, enhancing the Bucks' image as one that supports the local community and its roots. Let's move on to talk about the broadcast deals of the Tampa Bay Bucks. According to a scholarly journal, sports is the biggest market for TV viewers worldwide. The local television broadcast for the Bucks is the Tampa Bay News Station on Channel 8 and Channel 12. There are many radio stations that broadcast the games across Florida as well. The contract between the Bucks and WFLA-TV on Channel 8 that marked their close affiliation ended in 2017, but the channel still broadcasts the games. The contract with Hearst Television, the owner of WESH2 and WCKF/CW18, an NBC affiliate, will be held until 2026. Hearst-owned channels will broadcast all preseason games. The company also owns Estrella TV Orlando, so all the games will be broadcast in Spanish for the first time ever. These games are televised and broadcasted every game day. There are multiple national broadcasts that play the Bucks games. On cable or satellite, you can watch through NBC, Fox, CBS, ESPN, NFL Network, or NFL Red Zone. There are even more ways to stream the games. Channels include Buccaneers.com or the mobile app, NFL Plus, Fox Sports, Paramount Plus, NBC Sports, ESPN, Amazon Prime Video, Game Pass International, the NFL app, and NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube. You can listen to the Bucks games on the radio through Buccaneers.com or the mobile app, 98 Rock, 96.1 FM HD, and Sirius XM. Most of these derived from contracts through the Bucks Association with the NFL. The exposure of the Bucks is different from local versus national broadcasting in the sense of how consistently their games are aired. Locally, Bucks games can be reliably watched live on cable. However, if a viewer is in another state, they may not be guaranteed access to the game depending on various factors such as the popularity of the team at the moment, the amount of wins they have for the season, and the region the team is playing in. All factors come down to the following the team has for the season. If the team piques the interest of more viewers than usual, the national airtime they receive will increase, but this cause and effect goes both ways. Local broadcasts allow for Bucks games to be more accessible to the die-hard fans. Like I mentioned earlier, with the national broadcasters, similar names come up when it comes to streaming. The NFL has affiliation with CBS, NFL Plus, Sunday Ticket on YouTube, Paramount Plus, Fox Sports, NBC Sports, ESPN, Amazon Prime. These channels can stream Bucks games nationally. The NFL is the umbrella organization that encompasses all the American football teams. The Sunday Ticket package, a partnership between YouTube and the NFL, earns the NFL $14 billion alone. Each team receives a portion of the revenue the NFL makes through these deals, depending on how much airtime the teams earn. The Bucks' digital impacts affect their reach and revenue by the popularization and commonality of the team in households across the nation, which in turn increases revenues directly from streaming and indirectly through accumulating more fans. During broadcasts, be it on television, streaming channels, or radio, partners of the broadcast stations as well as the team can be advertised during breaks during the games. Oftentimes, team sponsors have a part of the property named after themselves. For example, the Bucks' home stadium is called the Raymond James Stadium, who also happens to be one of the team's pewter partners. Another example is how there is a Hyundai Lounge and Mercedes-Benz Lounge in the stadium, both of these car brands being sponsors of the Bucks. These companies have opportunities to be displayed to viewers during broadcasts and their names spoken during media reports. Sponsors are thanked many times during games because they play major roles in contributing to the funds to enhance the experience of all stakeholders involved. This allows fans to view the sponsors in a favorable way as well as advertise the companies. Broadcast deals enhance fan engagement through various aspects that are very different today than only a few decades ago. For example, live streaming, gambling, and athlete-fan interactions are made possible through broadcast deals. These deals further increase the fans' love of the sport or team, as well as the revenue generated to these broadcasters due to the activity fans are exposed and involved in. Social media and digital platforms have been impactful on bridging fans to teams broadcasting. According to an article, the Doolittle Fans Engagement Survey found that approximately 45% of sports fans consume more than 6 hours of broadcast or streaming content per week. In 2018, the Supreme Court legalized states allowing sports betting, and more than 73 million Americans plan to engage. This number has proven to be consistently true since. Social media is a tool sport organizations have optimized to engage fans. One of the ways they do this is by giving fans behind-the-scenes content. This can be through pictures or videos of minutes before a game, player features away from the field, and candid moments that gives fans a feeling of exclusivity. According to a writer for LinkedIn, behind-the-scenes content allows a transparency to and distances your business from an overtly salesy approach. On local channels in Boston, the Bucks' viewership boosted by 28% when Tom Brady joined the team. The Tampa Bay Bucks had 10.1 million views on Amazon Prime in 2022. The team has 1.4 million Instagram followers and 1.2 X, formerly Twitter, followers. The team's success directly impacts the viewership and ratings. Forget the number of headlines and front-page articles the Bucks make when they win. The amount of views explodes across all networks. In 2022, a Bucks versus Cowboys game became the highest rated and watched Sunday night football game since 2015, with an average of 12.3 rating and 23.3 million views. However, the team's success does not matter when it comes to economic factors affecting viewership numbers. The 2021 Super Bowl was the least watched Super Bowl since 2007, even with Tom Brady on the team. The average was 91,629 million viewers. Analysts contributed this drop to be due to the lack of momentum leading up to the game and pandemic shifting the sports fans' viewership consumption. Thank you so much for listening and watching this presentation. We really appreciate your time and hope you found it informative. Below are the citations and references we accumulated through research. Thank you again.